Welcome to the final day of Card Making with SVGS Plus. And did you also know that today is World Card Making Day? So perfect for our final day. Yay.
It's like it was in the stars.
I know. And I didn't even know that when I planned it, when I picked the date. So, hey. But if you don't know me, I am Elena with Black Sheep 303 Creative. Here's my sheep. I am the host of the Card Making with SVGs Plus Summit, and I started out as a blogger about 10 years ago, and I was a traditional card maker, and I made cards with stamps and dies and embossing folders and inks and all that good stuff. And then during the pandemic, I learned how to make SVGs, so I transitioned over to that. I've been doing that ever since, and I absolutely love it. And so for this summit, I wanted to kind of help people who love making cards kind of up their game a little bit with either elements from the sort of cutting machine world, like print and cut, or using HTVN cards, or making shaker cards and that kind of, or dimensional cards, with your machine and some fun stuff, or adding in new techniques from more traditional card making, like using inks and watercolors and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So that's what this summit's about. And today's our last crafty chat. And I have my two celebrity guests here with me. So let's have Jamie introduce herself.
All right. So I'm Jamie. My company is Coffee in My Kitchen, and we do lots of different crafts. We do home decor, we do paper crafting, we do hobby crafts. And so I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years now, and just a variety of different summits and things online. And so it's very nice to be here today. And I have my coffee, and we're definitely ready for a good chat today.
Catherine, tell us about you.
Hello, I'm Catherine from Catherine Learns Stuff. I am a sort of a general crafter. I've been crafting forever, but officially crafting for maybe 6 years now on the website at catherinelearnstuff.com. And I've sort of focused on everything like paper, cards, like cardstock, and sewing and upcycling and vinyl and canvas and sort of everything. But in the last few years, I have gotten really into cards because cards are just everywhere. Cards are you go to a birthday, you go to a funeral, not the best times, but you go anywhere you go, there's a card that you need. And so cards are the universal craft, and they can be quick, they can be long, they can be really heartfelt. And so I do a lot of card making as well. And so that's why I'm here at this fantastic SVG card making summit.
And also because you're just awesome.
Well, I didn't want to say that. Thank you for that.
It's been so fun. For me, it's so fun to get to know the people that I'll chat with you through email and stuff, but then to get to talk to you in person is always amazing.
Exactly.
So it's so fun. And I hope I think I've gotten a lot of really positive feedback. I hope you guys have as well. On how
I'm really enjoying these events. Yeah. It's nice to meet you guys. That's, like you said, we always just through email or texts, and we're okay, this and this, and they never actually get to talk. So that's why I'm back for a surprise visit today.
Yeah, she's our surprise guest.
Great.
So, okay, we're going to talk about, I thought I would ask to start off with, I'll ask the audience and I will ask our guests, what is your favorite kind of card to make? It can be a type, or it could be for an event. So, pop-ups or fun folds, or, using inks or using glitter paper. I don't know, 3D shaker cards, you name it. Or I love Christmas cards, as you can probably tell from my head. I love all things Christmas. So that's why this is a holiday related event. All my summits have been the first one's always holiday because I love it so much. So Jamie, what's your favorite kind of card to make?
I love doing 3D fussy cut cards. And this is a card that we featured inside our membership. And so we have the SVG shapes that we cut out, and then we have all these cute little fussy cut images. And then I really like decorating the inside of the card, and using washi tape, and then the foam tape to kind of make give it some dimension there. And then this card, I tried doing like a little spring action thing by folding up little strips of paper, you know, and stacking it and trying to make these little dancing gnomes dance. So it kind of worked and stuff. So yeah, but then and then also you talked about stamping, but like doing some of the edges of the leaves in like some different stamp inks and shading to make it look just a little bit more realistic there and bring a little bit more dimension to kind of just, you know, a little bit more of the plainer images and stuff. So, but I really like stacking fussy cuts and doing things like that. And I actually have one more card too. And this one's sort of a hybrid between like a card and a junk journal, I guess. But I made a separate tag. Well, it does come out. So, but if you wanted to put something on the back there, you could. There we go. So a separate little tag and then like another, you know, little foam tape piece to make it look a little three-dimensional there. And then, so your person has something to play with the card. And I really like giving them that opportunity to do that. So that's been, you know, really fun and kind of is my favorite thing to do with cards.
Nice.
Thank you.
People always love like interactive stuff. So
Those were beautiful cards. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really stunning.
Thank you.
Catherine, what do you like to make?
So I have a whole bunch of what I like to make, but so backstory for anyone who doesn't know me, I've got kids and my kids use cards all the time because they have birthday parties and stuff. And so I do cards in bulk. And what I really like to do, another thing about me is I'm not cheap, I'm frugal. Let's call it that. But I don't like to, like, I don't have memberships to things. Like I don't have a membership to Cricut Design Space. So I do everything for free in the world of crafting, right? And so I'll get these like blank cards from Cricut. This one's like free, I don't know, every 3 weeks or every 6 weeks. And so I print off like 12 of these or cut them out. And I just do like random colors. And then I get my kids to like pick out a, whoops, sorry, I'm just dropping things here. Get them to pick out like an insert color. And then sorry, I'm having issues with my angles here. I'm losing my directions. And then so they pick out colors. I'm just going to try to pick this up one more time and show you. And then I cut it in and I put it into place for them, right? So it's a really simple card. And I'll make like a bunch of them and then they just pick them out and they off they go. So it's a really cool way to have like always cards handy. And for me, birthdays is a big thing because I've got the kids and like we do birthdays as well as adults, right? So I've always got like a card ready to go. And then I've got a whole bin full of envelopes that matches this size so they can do like whatever color envelope they want. Let me just show you here. And this bin here, so I've got like blue ones and green ones and they all fit perfectly. And I've got yellow ones, and so they've got to get some more envelopes happening because they seem to have a right in my stash again. But so I do them in bulk, right? And even like you don't have to go glittery, but you could do like, this is a different kind of paper here, just one second, like, you know, you could do something like that, whatever. Like all sorts of colors of paper. And then it's just, you've got 100 cards ready to go. Well, not 100, but let's say 10 at once, maybe 15.
How do you store those?
That's probably my favorite type of, like, I'll just do it quick and, you know, set it off to go. And then bam, done. Lots of cards. And life is
Where
good.
do you store them?
Where do I store them?
Yeah. Or how?
I have a bin.
For those who don't know, we have a running joke about Catherine's scrap bin. So of course you said
this is my card bin. This is my card bin. Nice. This is my envelope bin. Everything is in a bin.
Well, hey.
But like every bin has a shelf, right? Like, so I got like these shelves, right? I got the same thing under my desk. So everything like fits perfectly into a shelf. So it's like, it's right there. Everything is in a bin. It's again, super organized.
Well, you know, it's at least all together in one place.
Right. There's a card bin, right? You just have to sort through it and find the card that you want. It's a bin. Listen, you're just not with my bins, okay? I get it.
So Becky likes any type of interactive card. I think everybody loves interactive cards. They're fun to get. Oh, Marie likes insert cards. So hey, she's
nice.
Layered and pop-up. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm into pop-ups lately. Trying to get her like, you know, 3D kind of layered and interactive.
It can be challenging to get the right angles on all the layers. Because like I like to, when I'm doing pop-ups, I like to do like foam in between, and then you have to like angle it a bit so that it folds properly. And
I'm
It's
trying to
like
learn like
all
the
over.
various like mechanisms so that you get different
Right.
effects when you open it.
Yeah.
It takes
Mhm.
a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shaker and interactive cards, cool.
Mhm.
150 cards for cards for cubs.
Wow.
Wow. With the Cricut Joy. Wow.
God.
So you're just cutting one at a time. Wow, nice. Yeah, I can see why you might need a break after that. But yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I love shaker cards, but
Mm.
problem with shaker cards, as you may know, is that there's like bits and shaker and glitter and gems and all that. And I'm really, really good at telling you not to like to put the lid on and not knock it over, but I'm also really good at knocking it over after I've told you not to knock it over. So it's like my whole space is glitter, and then all of a sudden, like I'm upstairs doing bedtime with the kids, and there's like glitter all over my kids' faces. I'm like, what? How did it get up there?
You were in my room for only 2 seconds.
I know. But yeah, that's my one problem with glitter, like with shaker cards. I like use it gets everywhere. But I still love glitter. I still love glitter.
I love glitter too. I haven't used like actual glitter in a long time. I use a lot of glitter cardstock.
Yeah.
To avoid too much glitter all over me, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, glitter cardstock is good. But don't worry, I've got a bin of glitter too.
I have a drawer of glitter. Kind of like a bin. little bottles of glitter. Kathy says she loves these so much she can make cards in advance and have them ready for it. That's a good point.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It is good.
That's a good idea. Having
See, my
cards
problem
ready
is I'm like a sloppy, when I'm organized, I'm very organized. But if I like made a whole bunch of cards in advance, then they just sit somewhere and then inevitably get messed up because I'm like moving stuff around. I don't have a bin. I need a bin.
You need a bin for your cards.
Because I have like all these cards I've done for summits. I actually have those in a bin actually in one of my cabinets. But I have like all the ones that are coming up, and so I like to keep those handy so I don't forget where they are. And so now they're like a pile that's kind of slowly getting destroyed.
We need a sponsorship from like containers.com or something like that.
Seriously. Dreambox, if you would be interested. I don't know, I guess they have containers in their like Dreambox things, right?
Yeah, they must.
Who knows? But speaking of like insert cards, though, now if you watch me and all, you've seen me on like other summits and some other events, I always show these. So sorry if I'm showing these again, but this is how I always like to show how you can use traditional card making supplies to like make your insert cards look even better.
Ooh.
So, the plain designs, not the really cool ones with like a lot of fun stuff, like the one with Catherine with all of her little confetti all over. But like, here's like a super plain.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
But if you just add a little
Ooh.
and a little glitter,
That.
Glitter, yes.
Yeah.
it kind of looks like, and it really doesn't take a long time. So it's pretty easy.
That is such a good idea.
And then here's one that's like, it's a cute birthday card. But then I just added some distressing to the front.
Ooh,
that is cool. Oh my gosh.
So these are simple things that you can do to just, and there's a little glitter glue on there too. Gotta have some glitter,
Of course.
Hard to tell with the foil. And then here's my last one. So here's this one's really pretty all on its own. It really doesn't need anything, honestly. But I can't stop myself. That's just the way I am. And so I had to add little sequins. And I used a gold pen to fill in.
That gold is there. That's nice. That's really nice. I like that.
Oh my goodness. That's
wonderful. I have a gold pen and I didn't know what to do with it. Now you've given me some ideas.
Hey, cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited now.
So that's like kind of my thing. I like to add use more supplies that I have from my traditional card making days to add little bits of extra to the cards. Not always. That might be why my regular cards are super detailed, when I'm not using extra stuff. So then it has all kinds of little stuff that's been cut out. Marie asks, do you always make your cards from start to finish, or do you purchase card bases and envelopes?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. I do both.
Same. Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
For the most part, I do them start to finish, but I definitely have envelopes like.
I found, so I got a Cricut Joy, I don't know when, maybe that's 2 years ago, for that summit that we did a while ago. I did that.
Yeah.
I got one. And so it came with like, I bought it at Costco. So I was, I got like 1,000 packages of envelopes and papers and like pre-folded stuff. So I've got that still because there was so much of it. And they're great because you just throw it in there and off you go. But I like to do like, when I'm making my cards, I like, something goes on in my brain, right? And then so I'm like, okay, what size is it going to be? Do I have an envelope? Do I need an envelope? Like, can I make an envelope? Like, so it's kind of a whole process, right? So I do have them that are, when I do these, like these pre-cut ones, this is from the package and it has an envelope that fits this one as well. But I'll do my own from scratch and make my own envelopes that fit. Cause not every card that I make, because I'm not a traditional card maker, I'm a crafter. So I don't actually know what card sizes are supposed to be. So I just make the envelopes that fit the card. Yeah. And the person who gets the card doesn't know that it's not the right standard size.
Right.
So.
Right.
So I did the whole thing.
Do you fold, like if you only have a Joy?
No, so I have a Joy and I have
bigger.
I've got the Explorer. Oh, but typically, other than the little fancy gift that I got the other day that I showed you, this is my new.
Yes, your scoreboard.
I got one of these, but I have to learn how to use now. But I normally, when I'm making my paper, I just pull out my ruler, pull out my scoring pen, and I've got, you can't see it here right now, but I've got my little mat with the squares on it.
Oh, yeah.
So like my measuring mat thing, and it's got dimensions in all directions. And so I just measure, put the line across, and fold.
Nice.
Old school.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, you're doing like math and stuff.
Yes. Divided by 2. Well, the problem is 8.5 divided by 2 is not a good number. It's decimals.
No, that's true. Yeah.
So
I always get messed up by like, what is 1/8 of an inch in decimals? Like if you have to enter it into, I eventually remember, but
Yeah, I don't like that. Like I try to use like full numbers when I'm using any software. But when you're using like Cricut Design Space, you can't go 1/8 of an inch. You have to like figure it out. They should put that feature in there, like so that you can put fractions of numbers in for American people or people who just use imperial numbers.
Yeah, yeah, because actually the metric system way easier. Oh well. So Jamie, do you make your envelopes or do you buy them or what do you do?
Let's see. I have a pack that fits the 4.25 and 5.5 cards. So I have envelopes for that. I did get one of those envelope punch boards or maker things from I think it's We Are Makers, and I use that a couple times. And then sometimes I do like to. This might be a little off topic, but I do like to print out like a digital paper design and then create an insert for the card too that matches the card. So it's kind of like the same thing. So that's a fun way to decorate an envelope and stuff. Yeah. This envelope I think I made from scratch, but generally I like to just take the pre-made envelopes just because it's a little bit faster.
Sure.
That envelope there, I'm curious, is that insert the full page or is it just like the front part of it?
I think it's just, it's just the front part, but then it's also...
Yeah, just down to the bottom there, but it's not the whole card. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So it's like the rectangle and the triangle.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That's cool. Yeah. I like that. That's very nice.
I always make envelopes. Well, my thing with summits is like, you want to give away something free. It's, fun. I always do a matching envelope. So it always has like a cutout of some kind on the.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a cute one.
I like that.
That's the one that goes with my project. Goes with my project for today. That's my sewn ugly sweater cutter.
It's not an ugly sweater. It's a cute sweater.
Yeah. It's cute. It's ugly. It's like pugs. I used to have 2 pugs, and they're like, ugly in the cutest possible way.
Yep.
Ugly cute, not ugly.
That's cool.
I've started doing this with envelopes, so I'm going to see if I can. This is just
Oh,
washi tape.
good
So
idea.
I made a card,
Yes.
and I have a matching washi tape
Mhm.
card and a matching washi tape envelope. And so on this one, I haven't used it, but I'm just gonna put like a sentiment, like a happy birthday or whatever, just stick it on with foam tape, and then it's got a matching envelope. Don't mind the fact that the colors are off because I ran out of colors.
Oh,
But-
nice. It looks great.
But yeah, so it's matching. So like that way, it's kind of like almost. It's not as sophisticated as yours, Jamie, but it's like a little personal touch to it,
Yeah.
right? So,
Right.
and easy, like an
Yeah.
easy way to make it personalized. That's cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like
Yeah.
that. I know I've taken like rubber stamps before, and like for Christmas cards, I'll do like rubber stamps in different colored Christmas, inks like red and green and gold, and stamp those on the envelopes. And it's just like the one color, but it's adds
Yeah.
cutesy design to it and stuff. So that's really cute.
Absolutely. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my nieces, well, they're almost adults now, but one of my nieces is basically an adult, and the other one is still in high school. But for their birthday cards, especially when they were littler, I used to always like draw on the envelopes, like like little hearts and stars and like confetti and stuff, just all around their name, just to make it look really cool.
Cute.
So, what do you guys in the audience like to do with your envelopes? You gotta give us some more ideas that we can try out ourselves. So, what is your next project, or what are you looking forward to making next, you guys? Jamie, what are you thinking about?
Let's see. Let's see. Well, with Christmas coming up, I like the idea of making like a 3D snowflake card. So it's maybe like a snowflake design, maybe an actual pattern from digital paper to put into the snowflake design. And then maybe do like 2 or 3 with some different, color cardstock and stuff, maybe kind of stacked on each other. Yeah. So maybe put some sprinkle or some sparkle glitter.
Some sparkly stuff, sparkly bits.
Yeah, I know what it is, but yeah. So, I think that would be
Nice. Catherine, what are you doing next? We'll answer the question after that.
I don't know. I'm stuck in
What's your
Halloween.
batch topic?
Batch topic. No, I should do batch topic, but here's the problem. It's Halloween this month, and I'm behind on Halloween. I'm always behind on Halloween, but Halloween's like this big event at my house. So I'm like Halloweening. So it's like big crafts, right? Like I'm talking like, last year we did an 8-foot ghoul out front of the house, right?
Oh, wow.
Big stuff. Like this is where the whole world of crafting comes in, right? So I think the theme this year is witches. We haven't totally nailed it down. We're behind schedule. So I'm trying to think of like Halloween-y things, like projects. But this is more like a mixed media, right? This is going to be sewing and wood and cardboard, not cardstock, like, big things. Yeah. So I'm thinking of doing like a witch crashing into the tree.
Nice.
That's
always good.
Yeah. So it's kind of going to be Halloween-y, but the problem is, and I have this problem every year with Halloween, is we have these grandiose ideas, and I never get around to finishing them. Like they're finished out front, but they're not finished in the ether of the internet here, right? So like, so it doesn't get posted until next year when I finally come around to it again. Better late than never. So I'm kind of in Halloween mode right now. So I'm like just trying to think of like things, and I've got some I'm going to show. I did some live sessions this last week. And I made like a witch's hat for Halloween.
I love that paper. Love it.
This is a dollar store paper. It came as a 25 pack, something like that, for like $2. I bought 2 packages, and then I made this cute little hanging pumpkin. I'm gonna try spinning it. I don't know if you can see it. You might need to. There's like eyeballs in the middle.
Eyeballs in the middle, yeah. That is
So
cool.
that's kind of like for like under the doorway, like because we've got like a covered porch sort of thing. So that's gonna hang there maybe because it's paper, so it won't go too bad.
Can you stick some LED votives in there?
Yeah,
like Velcro them on or something.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I'm in Halloween mode right now. I'm not totally sure where it's going, but that's kind of where we've gotten so far. So, and then I have to do I'm in a bunch of summits that I still need to finish things for, which I'm not.
Same.
I don't know what those projects are yet. I have to figure those out as well. So
yeah, same.
So everything. I'm doing all the crafts.
That's right. So the question was about embossing machines. So Pamela's researching embossing machines. Which brand type does everybody have? Any recommendations? Now I don't have just an embossing machine. I have like a die cutter I have like 12 die cutters that will emboss stuff too. So I've got like a big shot up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 2 electric ones. I've got the Gemini and then I have the Gemini Go. So I use those for embossing folders. I've also heard like the Cuttlebug is amazing. And I don't know. Jamie, do you have one?
I don't. I think I have the Spellbinders. Well, this might be a little different, but the Spellbinders machines.
Like the Platinum where you
yes.
crank it through? Okay.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I've heard that's good too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't have any.
okay.
I'm sorry, I can't contribute to this conversation.
If you want an electric one though, like if you're looking for an electric die cutter / embosser, use like for embossing folders. I honestly I love the Gemini products. I've had the original Gemini since it first came out. I would have bought a junior had that been available because honestly the original's really big. And I really only need the junior, but that's my recommendation as far as electric ones go, but I'm not familiar with any others. So Cuttlebug is discontinued.
Oh.
Do you want me to jump in on
Thanks,
this
Erin.
question?
Yeah, tell us.
Sorry, this is more my wheelhouse of where I come from. There's been there was the card making bubble that has been huge over the past like 10, 15 years. It's still there, but there's a lot of mom and pop companies that have since no longer been around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's a lot of those companies that also put out machines that are no longer supported. So if you are going to get a machine at this point and you're going to get into something, I would go with one of the companies that has been around for a long time. So Spellbinders, Sizzix, something like that, because they're in here for the long haul. They're not going to go anywhere. And they are still supporting the machines that have come out previously. Sizzix just recently launched a new die cutting machine that also does embossing. It can also do the hot foil. It can do all the things.
Oh, wow.
Instead of having it being collapsible, it's got a smaller base and it's a little bit lighter. So I would venture to that because I have machines, like I have a Cuttlebug, Provo Craft, which is Cricut. The main brand is the one that put out the Cuttlebug. It has not been in production for 12 years now.
Oh, wow.
And so if you have one, which I have one, and it's a great little machine, it's the perfect little size because it can do 6 inches wide. I feel like it's a step up from those little tiny ones, which is perfect, which I love those ones too. But yeah, it's just, you want to get something where if you need new plates, you need new whatevers, that you can find them that will fit for that size of machine. And the only place where you can find those are now at resale places, and it's just by the luck of chance. So, it's the Big Shot and the Platinums. Those are amazing. There's also Crafter's Companion. They have some out there too. So like the Gemini.
Gemini, yeah.
Right. So like those big companies, what I would call like the big companies, that's where I would lean into right now. And if you go to reputable sources, if you're wanting to get a brand new one, then go to places like a Cherry on Top, scrapbook.com, Simon Says Stamp. Like those are going to be your best places for getting any of those. And they have amazing deals, and probably some deals today, be my guess.
Oh yeah, World Card Making Day.
I would assume that they would have some pretty good deals going on right now.
Probably the only day better than Black Friday. I have heard stories of people getting like their die cutting machines, which can also emboss. So keep in mind that all those die cutting machines can also emboss. So there are some, like there was this cutie little one that looked like it was a purse, and they were cute colors. And do you guys know what I'm talking about? Uh-uh.
No. Oh yeah.
Familiar.
Yeah. It was called like the something boutique or whatever. It only did embossing. But that's the downside. It was the cutest little machine ever, but it only did embossing. So I don't like just one thing that it can do, like the fact that it can do a lot of different things. So, there's a question since we're related to that. Sorry, I hijacked into this conversation.
No worries.
Can you use plates from one machine to another? Yes and no.
I'd try it. I would try it.
The downfall to some of the machines is how wide they are.
Yeah.
So if height-wise, Yes, because they're all probably in the same thing. But some machines, they have a 8-inch base. Some of them have a 6-inch base. Some of them have a funky like 7-inch base. So it just depends on the width of the things. A lot of the like scrapbook.com and some other ones, they also have those plates where they're magnetic, or like Debbie was showing this on day one, how it's like the magic mats. I think you had a whole bunch of those, Elena, right? Because it helps with the warping issue. Yeah. So
and these come in all different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is like the long skinny one for the Sizzix, and I've also got the like really big one for the Gemini. So there's probably a size that would fit almost any machine of that, but that's only going to
the
be on one
machines that
side.
are still kind of on the market. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would call like the big three, you know, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. So, and
well, but it'll fit like the Cuttlebug if it's 6 inches. I think the Gemini Junior plates are like 6 inches. I mean, you'd have to check to make sure that like the plates you're looking at would fit, you know, in your machine, and maybe buy them from someplace where you can return it easily. But I would try it.
But maybe you can get a machine from a friend. Like I've heard people getting stories of somebody was into, I think that's why the Cuttlebugs are still kind of like, they don't break. That's the thing, is like those things are like rock solid. But if your plates break, then you might be able to find some replacements. But it's just, if you're going to get a new one, get something that's being supported, because there's a lot of machines that the companies are no longer out there, so they can't support them, and you can't get new materials for them anymore. So
and it's extra effort to try to find other machine plates that might fit yours, you know?
Yeah. Unfortunately. And they are fantastic machines, but no longer supported. So all right.
And another thing I was just thinking about while you were talking, because of like the Gemini machines, for example, you can't run the like big, thick Sizzix dies through those. So just be aware that that make sure if you want to be able to do that, that you get something that's compatible with that. Like those can only do the thin ones. And that's why I still have a Big Shot, because those can take the really thick, like huge die.
Yeah, they're called bigs or something. Yeah.
That's cool.
There you go.
Cool.
All right. I'll go back in the wings again.
Oh, well, you don't have to. You stay. For those of you who don't know, that's Erin Reed. She's a crafter extraordinaire as well. So also a celebrity crafter. She's also the behind-the-scenes producer. So, so any other questions from anybody? Maybe not. I don't know. Do you have any crafting supplies other than consumable items that are still in the package waiting to be loved? Oh goodness. Yeah. I have like a whole stack in this cabinet over here. Or no, it's the other that cabinet. I have bins. Catherine, I have bins. And like on top of so one of the bins is for like all of the dies that I kept when I got rid of a lot of them. And I have a stack of dies like packages like this big that have been in there for a year that I have never used and never bothered to look at. It's terrible.
Yes.
So Jamie, you had an answer.
Well, it's so much easier to buy things than it is to craft with them right away. And so I think somebody had said that, you know, purchasing things can also be a hobby. So I'm hoping that's true. Or collecting things.
Yes, there you go. Collect.
So I'm also a collector of items. So yeah, I think I craft with, oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. I think I crafted like a third of of the materials that I actually have. So I think I just run out of time and stuff. So, and then I see what other people are making with all these wonderful materials. And I'm like, oh, that is so cute. I must have that. And then I buy it. And then of course, you know, it doesn't happen. So
yeah.
Don't be ashamed of that. We all do it.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way around it. Just because time is limited, you know.
Right.
Exactly.
Life gets in the way.
That's right.
Yes.
Deborah likes my headband. Thank you. It's my little Christmas reindeer, sort of Rudolph or Clarice.
I think it matches your shirt because they're like little ears, like the sheep on your shirt.
It has tiny little horns, but it's hard to see.
Oh my god.
I'm going to jump in and tell you what I haven't used yet.
Yes. Tell us.
So I have a heat press. I bought a heat
Oh.
press.
Okay.
And I use the heat press all the time to make my shirts. But my heat press, I was like thrift shopping, I'm going to say. I was bargain hunting. And my heat press was like this, I'm going to say 12-in-1 gizmo, right? It came with like tumbler presses. It came with like tapered tumblers. It came with plate presses. It came with hat presses. And it came with like 1,000 things. I don't even know what it came with. I have not touched a single one of those things. I use the heat press all the time, but all the like attachments to it, like I've never used the cup press. I've never used the hat press, and I've done hats, which is hilarious because I do hats like with an iron.
Oh no!
So like, so I have like this whole like heat press drawer. It's actually, there's so many pieces. Like there's bits there, there's bits there, there's bits over there. None of it's been used, and honestly, chances are pretty slim that it's going to get used.
Yeah.
But it was a really good deal.
Well, yeah. So hey.
Yeah.
And I'm always
Why
like,
get one thing when you can get 12.
right, exactly. And I always think like, well, I haven't made a hat yet, but maybe I will. So you never know when I might need that,
I might make a plate one day.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm choking on water. I'm not laughing at myself.
Tiffany asked, did you plan for the last? No, I did not. It was just coincidence. So it's like the gods are shining on us. I don't know.
The card
god. It's like oh, card making day. So yeah, just coincidence.
Yeah. Well, Kathy said she has lots of shaker pieces that have never been used. And I was thinking, I too have a lot of shaker pieces, but I buy the packs from Amazon. And so it has like, oh yes, there we go. So like, a pack will come with like, 6 different things. And all of them look amazing. And it was a good price, but I'm probably not necessarily going to use all of these. So, you buy the multiples, but but it's so much fun. I mean, they all look so cute. I could make something out of these, So.
Right. I'm wondering, do you guys have anything that's like a craft where you bought a bunch of stuff for it that's not like card or Cricut related, that is a totally different craft that you bought a bunch of stuff for and then have just never really done?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have that.
Yes. I have always, well, it's funny. I've been kind of afraid to do more of like the painting crafts, like with the, what is the paint style? The chalk paint, all the beautiful chalk paint projects and stuff. So I've gone out and purchased some wonderful brushes and colors and all kinds of stuff like that and blanks. And I think I've made like one craft so far from it, but I still have everything. So eventually I'll probably get to it. So.
Right. I have a drawer full of that like impress art stuff for jewelry.
Oh,
where like it's like the hammer with like the letters or like the little images and you hammer on the metal to like impress it in there. Haven't done it. Maybe one day. I don't know. Oh yeah, see, Paula, jewelry making, leather, tools, stamps. I've got those too. Yeah. Yep, I'm right there. What about you, Catherine?
I don't think so.
You do everything.
Well, yes and no, right? But like, so you guys were talking earlier today and yesterday when we were in our live, you were talking about stamps and dies and like all that fancy stuff that you do on the cards, right? Sounds super exciting. I really want to try it. But I'm like, I can't justify it because I do so many other things. That would be like something I would buy it and then it would just sit there, right? And like, even like you guys are talking about these embossing machines, I'm like, oh, that sounds so exciting. And then again, I'm like, I don't know when I would have time for this. I'm like, I'm just gonna take a breath. I'm just gonna not buy it for now. Maybe when tax season comes around, I can afford something new. But I'm like, no, I have so many supplies. Like, and I'm just like, I just need to get through more stuff. And I'm like, I don't need more tools because I have too much stuff as it is, and I don't use all the stuff. Like, I have my Cricut; it sits here at the edge. I use it, I don't know, maybe like once a month, once every 2 months. And I'm crafting like all the time. This is my job.
Yeah.
This is what I do, right? And so it's not like, you know, and that's an expensive tool, right? And I'm sure those little embossing tools aren't inexpensive either. And
Right.
so I'm just like, no, I just hold it together. Just buy some more paper at the dollar store.
So you are much more disciplined than the rest of us, it sounds like.
Yeah, I wouldn't
To
say
some
that
extent.
sometimes, because like I'll be like to my kids, hey, let's go to the dollar store. Mommy needs to buy some craft supplies.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Nice.
And then I'm like, you guys need to buy school supplies at the dollar store. Oh, look
Oh.
at the paper here. I have to buy it now. So
Yeah.
I'm not-
I
I'm
might
not-
as well look while I'm here.
Exactly.
I'm not
Exactly.
disciplined. I just have to like be financially frugal with some things, and I can.
Yeah.
So
It's funny
One day
watching
I'll be
those
there.
things come across with, like diamond painting. That's another one I have stuff. I actually did do one,
oh
but I bought like the whole. It's kind of like Jamie. I got the whole thing on Amazon, so I have like this enormous amount of different colors, and it's like and I have a cool like little container for them, but I don't know.
diamond painting, my one daughter does that. Like I help her with it. So but we buy like a set. And it's like
Yeah.
a picture, and it comes with all the colors and all the
Yeah.
pieces, and then you finish it off, and then that's it. It's done. Now I've got like 1,000 different colors left over. Don't know
Right.
those.
Yeah.
That's in over there.
Yeah. And that's
But-
what I did. And then
Yeah.
I have all the extra left over. And then there were like, I was short, like say like 2 of like a couple colors. So then I had to go try to find them and buy them. And so then I wound up buying like it was like all kind of blue tones. So then now I have all these extra blues. But So Amy is asking, what do you all have plans for your stuff at the end when you can't use it anymore? I'm trying to think of what to do with all the stuff I don't use up. Oh, you tell us, Amy. I mean, I don't know if you guys have any ideas. I have an entire batch of stuff I need to get rid of.
I don't get rid of stuff. I just amass more stuff. But I'll tell you where I get it. I'll tell you where I get it. So maybe that's where you could distribute your stuff from.
Oh, okay.
So there's this. I'm sure they have them everywhere, but I'm from a little town in Ontario, so we're kind of off in the boonies here. But there's like craft swaps, and you go with all of your craft supplies that you don't need, and you swap them. But a lot of the times when I've passed through these craft swaps, they don't want any craft supplies back. They just want you to take their supplies. And so I leave these things like with supplies. I'm like, I don't want this. And my husband and my kids are like, we need this. I'm like, no, I have nowhere for this. So that's a really good place to distribute your supplies. And I also find Facebook, more like, and I don't even want to say marketplace, because like a lot of the supplies that I get are free, because people just want to get rid of it. Like, I don't even want money for this, just take it. And then of course, then there's me. I want my supplies.
Yeah.
So like people will just give it away for free on like Facebook, or they'll sell it on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
So if you want, Kelly, good morning, Kelly.
Kelly, why are you not here? If you're in the chat, you should be on camera.
I want to
She's saying you
donate.
can donate to schools, old age homes, children's homes, contact them and find out what they might want.
Old age homes is a good one. My school stopped taking supplies from me.
You were cut off.
They're like, that's too much. Like, you got to give it to somebody else. We don't have that many kids in here. I was just like, come on, help me.
Recycle.
Oh, okay. That's
Look that up. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
But see, I hate to admit it. I mean, I do donate stuff we have the Ark here, so I donate a lot of stuff to the Ark, but a lot of it, like, it's really like stuff I paid a lot of money for, and like I don't want to just hand it over. So I kind of want to sell it, not for a lot, but just like a little bit,
Yeah.
And it's so hard to figure out how to. I mean, it used to be Craigslist. That was totally the easy thing to do, at least for me. And then since that's kind of disappeared, I guess Marketplace would be the thing to do.
I like Snoop Marketplace once in a while. The only thing that I find, and as I do buy stuff at full price too, not always just on sale, right? So I have a good idea of what stuff costs.
Yeah.
Now, when I see people selling stuff on Marketplace, I'm like, that's the same price that I could buy it at the store for. And I'm like,
Yeah.
not that I don't trust your used stash of stuff,
Right.
but I can buy the whole package of paper at the same price at the store. So like you have to with Marketplace, and even we've still got Kijiji here. I don't know how much crafty stuff there's on there, but you really have to know what the actual market value is
Yeah.
before you go out there. So because
Right.
that's the one thing I found. I'm always because I'm looking for like specific things once in a while, and I keep an eye out for them. I'm like, nah, I can buy that full price at the store, and I don't want to pay full price because if I did, I would have already bought it.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time, I was looking for an Explorer, like an Explorer 2, I think was what I wanted. And I kept checking Marketplace. I was like, okay, come on. I can get this for like $100 or less, right? I mean, somebody's going to sell it for $100 or less. Nobody ever was. It was always like $150, $200, like
$200 for an Explorer 2. That's
say that again?
$200 for an Explorer 2. That's like, oh
yeah,
buy a new one at that price.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this was a while ago, so you know, who knows?
But even still, right? Like even still buying it, like I don't know, it's like a car. The minute you drive it off the lot, it's lost its value.
Right? Yeah,
That's right.
I don't know.
Well, I like to donate to the upcycle community, and I donate a lot of stuff to Goodwill, so that I know somebody else on the other end who's thrifting will get the pleasure of being able to buy it at a much cheaper rate. But it's really easy for me just to kind of dump it off and know that someone else is going to get some nice use out of it. So, yeah.
True. Yeah.
And then also because we've moved so many times over the last few years, I find that I do have to purge quite frequently and make sure, like I keep all the big stuff, like, I'll keep all the big expensive stuff, but like sometimes I have to get rid of some paper or, just, the supplies that I haven't used. So like, the crafting paints or, extra stamps, stuff like that. I also collect like the bigger like home decor pieces and stuff to decorate. And we had to downsize last year from our home. We're in an apartment right now. And so I ended up having, and I usually like to buy a lot of decor from the Dollar Tree. And then I'll get multiples because I'll have multiple rooms to, decorate and stuff. So I actually had to realize, okay, what am I actually not using? And I have 12 of these vases, so maybe I should try to get rid of them. So I'll go ahead and just donate those to Goodwill or, Salvation Army or something like that. So, but yeah, so it definitely seems like once every 5 or 6 years, I do have to purge stuff out. And so that's helpful. So
downsizing is the worst.
Yeah.
That is the hardest. We lived in a house for like a couple of years and then we moved back to our condo. And it's amazing how much stuff you accumulate in just a couple of years. Like once you have the space, you like start filling it up and then to like have to get rid of it. It was just
right. We still have our storage unit and I know there's like 12 or more bins of just decorating stuff in there that I don't want to get rid of because I've had it for years and I paid good money for it and it's good stuff, and so hopefully I'll get to use it again. So we'll see.
Kelly's like, downsizing? I don't know her. Well, Kelly is the master collector, as we all have found out.
Oh, somebody said downsizing without like giving up.
Oh. Well, I have to confess, like, there's been some stuff where I like went ruthless and I was like, I'm getting rid of all this stuff. And I had like a big, I had like, this was back when Craigslist existed and I had like a sale, like kind of like a sidewalk sale in front of my condo building. And so I sold like all this stuff for, pennies on the dollar. And I was like, yeah, sweet. And then like a couple of years later, I was like, I need to find the Pearl X. I had like a whole bunch of Pearl X. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. And I had sold it all. I was like, darn it. I shouldn't have sold it. Should have kept it.
That's one of the things about keeping stuff for years. It's that every now and then you do realize that you need it. And like we've had that happen too. Stuff I've, had for, 20 years. Oh, I'm actually going to be able to use that because, whatever the styles or the themes have rolled back around again. So, the trends and whatnot. So, yeah, it's very interesting.
All right, so I'm going to just scroll back up here in the comments for a second.
Someone
made a comment to me and they said, I'm going to need you guys to walk me through this because I don't know how this works. So someone said that I could use here it goes. I can emboss. Donna Russell said that I can emboss with my Cricut. How do I emboss with my Cricut? Do I need like a new tool or can I use my scoring for that? Any ladies?
You could, well, as Jamie taught us, you could use your foil tool to deboss. So then you would just flip it over so it would look embossed.
Okay.
Now the Joy doesn't have the 3 tips.
No,
just have,
I've
like,
got
the medium
I've
one,
got I've got the Cricut, the what's it
Oh,
called?
yeah, you have the Quick
I got
Explorer.
the
Yeah,
Explorer
yeah.
too. Does that work on the Explorer
Yeah.
too?
Uh-huh.
But I need a new tool for that, right?
Yeah, you need the foil transfer kit.
Oof. You.
And you use the biggest one, right, Jamie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually don't.
Christmas is coming up soon,
have
right?
the other one.
Christmas will be here tomorrow. So, you know.
This one has like the 3 little grooves on the top,
Okay.
and I forget what it's
I
labeled
think
in.
it's like bold. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was like I wasn't using the right word for it, but yeah, it's the thickest, the largest, yeah.
Okay. All right. Because
I'm
I've
gonna
always
try it
thought
on my
about-
Joy Extra. With
I've
the
always just
medium.
thought about
Mhm.
trying to like emboss or deboss, whatever it's called, just using my scoring styles. But I need to like make the whole design thick in that spot. But
Mhm.
Or I don't know if you saw Kelly talk about this, where she cuts stencils out on her machine
Mhm.
and then she runs those through. I was like it looked like a Cuttlebug or something. Chris, you'd have to get one of those to
Mhm.
make the sandwich to then emboss stuff.
okay.
But that's way cheaper than buying embossing folders or even
Mhm.
stencils.
Yeah. Hmm.
And you could probably find like a Cuttlebug or one of those machines.
You know, I saw one
Yeah.
online the other day, and I was like, I don't know if I need one of those. Now I might be kicking myself for
I
that.
think you do.
I don't know.
I'm
You're
enabling everyone's collecting habit
Well,
so
and
that
if
I
you
don't
get the
feel
ones-
like I'm alone.
right, if you get the machines that are more of the manual machines, I mean,
Yeah.
those will last even longer than the electric ones.
Yeah.
So really, it is a pretty good.
And they're not
investment.
that big. If you can
Right.
find one that will like fold up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do have an empty spot over here.
Well, I think you now have figured out what you need to put in that spot.
I don't
Think of
know.
all the like things like Lucy with her, she makes all the little like she takes stencils and puts like bricks and stuff and on her little
Right.
houses.
Oh my
So you
gosh.
could use your embossing folder to like emboss paper and then you could
Mhm.
piece it onto your projects and it wouldn't even have to be Cricut related.
There's
And
always
there
room
is
on the
always
floor.
room on the floor.
Yes. Yes.
Not in my room.
There is a little bit of space to walk in and out of my workspace, and a little bit of space to stand here. So I don't really need that standing space because I'm sitting. So
Well, okay. So you can fill that in.
that's right. No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you posted.
Nice.
Okay. Let us know what you decide.
Under your
Oh,
desk.
see, Jean says under your desk is a great place you can rest
Yes.
your feet on it.
Hmm.
Well, you already have drawers or like slots for bins under your desk, don't you?
Yeah. If I could get my camera, I redid and it's been like 2 or 3 years since I redid on my workspace here, but I used to have like this small little desk, and then I redid this bigger desk thinking this is enough space. It's not enough space.
No.
I need more space. But I organized it so that there's like a whole bunch of cubbies and spots and slots and stuff. So everything was supposed to have a spot.
Right.
65% of stuff has a spot. Everything else is kind of like, where can I find more space?
Oh man.
So
That's awesome.
Put it in a bin, Catherine. And the nice thing about bins is you can stack them.
that's right. And I
You can have a stack of bins on the floor.
when it comes to bins, I'm a bit OCD, and so they're all the same bin. So they all have it's the same bin
I
with the
see.
same lid, so they all stack beautifully when they're not in their slots.
Okay.
So yes, I might need some more bins.
Yeah.
That's true.
Next time you see me, I'll be in like a castle of bins.
Yeah, really.
Oh.
Yeah, we're like a bad Crafters Anonymous sponsor. It's true. Yeah. I'd be like, somebody's like, I really, really want to go, I want to take some drugs or something. I'd be like, well, I mean, you've been doing really good so far. And like, you need it, right? It's because I have bad impulse control. So, I encourage others to have bad impulse control too. At least when it comes to craft supplies.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because like creativity is my jam. So, like I want to have everybody to have fun and be doing stuff all the time if they can.
Mhm. Exactly.
I can't I've got I have a really organized part and then I have a really messy part of my room. and I just can't. And my desk is a stand. It's like it moves up and down because it's like a standing desk, and then I push it forward and back when I film, so I don't have anything under it. But I have a lot of stuff under this thing behind me. So I really don't have any more space. So kind of have gotten down to like, if something new comes in, something old has to go out, or under the table. One of the two.
Under the table.
Yep.
Under the table.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff under there.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's what we're for.
Yeah.
God, my allergies are terrible.
Oh.
Fall and spring are the worst, but I have them year round. So sorry, I'm constantly wiping my nose. My eyes are, my left eye likes to.
It's watering from all the laughing that you've been doing.
That's true, but it's only my left eye. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. We are coming to the end. So it is time for our daily VIP winner.
Yay.
So if you guys ladies want to hang out for that. So this is really easy. The winner is, and so this is the last winner of a VIP pass during card making with SVGS Plus. So the last winner is Lynn. And Lynn, your email is your name, some numbers, and then ATT. So I will be emailing you this afternoon to let you know you are the winner.
Yay!
So yay!
Yay!
Thanks to everybody who entered that. Oh, and that reminds me that the giveaways all close at noon Eastern time. So depending on where you are, that may have already passed, but
no,
it's not quite. No, it's 11 Eastern time right now. It's about 9 here. So you have a little more time to enter everybody's giveaway, and then they will shut down, and then we'll have all the main winners announced. Well, all the ones I get from the speakers at the wrap up at 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So very exciting. All the fun prizes.
Thanks.
All right. Well, thanks you guys for being here.
Oh,
thanks, Catherine, for popping in.
Yeah, thank you for letting me crash your party.
Yeah. Kelly, I'm a little disappointed, to be honest, but
I think I saw Debbie on here too, somewhere in the chat.
Oh, Debbie. We should have had like everybody on for the last day.
Well, there's still some more chats this afternoon, right?
Yep. We've got
you might get some last minute call-ins there too.
Yes. So any speakers in the audience, you are more than welcome to pop on. So 1 p.m. Eastern is advanced card making tools, tips, and tricks. We did, I think, get into some of that in the beginner card making tips and tricks. I don't know. And then at 4 p.m., we've got card and cutting machine troubleshooting. Nobody wanted to do that one. So luckily, Michelle Price is going to help me out with that, as is Aaron.
I can come in for comic relief with my bins.
That'd be good. If it doesn't cut. And Kelly. Oh, Kelly's coming for that one. Okay, cool. Yay. And maybe Catherine and her bins. You never know.
That's right. I might have a secret troubleshooting tip for some people. So.
Oh.
But I can't tell you now.
Yeah, you better wait. So you are forced to come back now. Sorry.
That's right. All right.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Very cool. So this is really fun. Hopefully you guys out in the audience are having fun too. Everybody.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. I will see everybody again at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Go catch some of today's projects, including I'm throwing stuff around.
Oh.
Sew an ugly Christmas sweater card.
Ooh. That's pretty.
So this is my thing. I want to develop some more sewing patterns, but we'll see. All right. So have a fantastic couple of hours, and I will see everybody at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks, Jamie and Catherine.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.